Hello everyone. Oh, I think I have the rosters. No, that's unlucky. Forgot to do the rosters. Okay, one moment, guys. So we have Zerti, we have Elthor 38, Avis, Astes, and Lollipop for Garuda. And for the side of chicks with decks, we have Viper, Neliel, Snake, Clashbra, as well as Rex Cruz. So we can quickly also get into the action sometime soon. Just waiting on one of the starters to show up inside the room. And yeah, we'll be soon ready to start. Alright, Viper up against L4. Let's go. Oh my god, it's so laggy. The stream. Depending on how the stats tell me, I may or may not have to restart the stream immediately. Alright, sorry about that, my bad, guys. Oh my god, okay, my stream is kinda laggy, I can see that. Hopefully it doesn't affect too much. I'm going to, I guess, keep it up for now. Alright, so, first off we have Elthor as the starter for Garuda, and as we see, there is actually Ritual Beast on the board. So just like the last game I actually streamed earlier in the morning, there has been a Ritual Beast as a starter. So interesting to see that, considering also the KC Cup top 10 aggro Ritual Beast. So the one with like Destiny Draw rather than Endless Trap Hell, but it still revitalized the quite even pick of Ritual Beast. And on the other side of the table we have Viper, which has chosen to start with Thunder Dragons. We see OG being activated, as a matter of fact, activated twice. Alright guys, I think I have to restart the stream. Give me one moment please. One change in regards to a streaming option, and it turned out not to be the best for what I can currently run. So yeah, back to main phase of Elthor. So he banished Winda off with the Hawk. And that's gonna be it actually, so it will be just the Floodgated monster of Bouncer as well as the Canadian monster of Aluf. Turning the Hawk to defense as well. So certainly playing on the defensive for now. But Melody may change things pretty soon enough actually. There's one levy, there's the second levy. Plenty of fodder within the graveyard, and can opt to destroy his Bouncer even in order to make space on the board. But for what? Because he also has a level 4 on the field, and well, he didn't banish Roar, so it's not possible for him to float just yet. But Ambush will be activated in response to Levy, which means that Winda could be able to float if he destroys Winda. Still, a good position for now, thanks to the face down turn monsters. Alright, he adds the Hawk to the hand using the Dark, and now he's gonna opt to destroy the Hawk as well as his own Bouncer, as mentioned earlier actually. So he is intending to make some space on the board. We know he's got the Hawk. He has a Roar in his graveyard, 2 of them actually. And yeah, let's see how that goes for Viper. There's the second Legionnaire. We know he added both using the Melody, so now he can actually overlay for rank 8, which is probably most likely the Heliopolis. And there you go. Oh, Prisma Heliopolis as well as Prisma Levy. You'd love to see that. Viper's got the drip. Tributes only 1 from hand. Interesting. I mean, 1 is pretty much all you would need, I would say. No need to fully overextend, right? You can get over battle with Aluf over Elder, and with Helio you can pretty much get over anything that Elthor can summon off of the window, which will be the Petal Fin, ulti Petal Fin rather. Hawk will be bringing back the Roar. So if he had actually a monster in his hand, he may have missed lethal, but I'm sure he would have done exactly that if that was the case. Nonetheless, it's a really hard position to come back from. You do have Ambush. You do have Ambush, which is good, and 2 Legionnaires have already been used. The problem is there's still Helio that Altor has to take care of. And most likely that face down is Ambush right there. Going straight to the battle phase. Hmm. Well, this way he should be able to wall off all of the attacks. It's quite curious to see that Viper really didn't have access to any monster here to pop and perhaps swing for game. Any monster here would be game, so. Alright, let's see what Elthor has to counteract with. So he set the card he top deck. That's probably not a good sign because his other two cards in hand weren't being played at all for turns. Alright, two set cards. Helio still with one material. Can do something with it. And yeah, he will be chaining return to it. Should be popped on resolution. Canaria. Alright, that's sadly not gonna do much, but I think... Okay, he already used ETH and does not have a Canaria token in the graveyard. He had a monster in the previous turn. So, yeah, that... no big C. That's not me. But nonetheless, Viper was already way too much ahead for Elthor to attempt to come back from that, even with ETH being activated. Alright. Okay, so they are intending to repeat. Garuda, that is. So we will be actually seeing once again Ritual Beast up against Thunder Dragons. Let's see how that goes. OBS, please stop telling me the stream is not fine. It's fine. Alright, Elthor going first with one monster face down and 3 back row. Alright. Let's see how that goes for him. OG in the hand, always a good sight. Aloof ought to banish the dark using the OG as fodder. We'll be adding the Hawk. Alright, there currently is no roar in sight, so he will be forced to go for the dark special summon. One set. Alright. Ought to swing with Aloof into will be the window. So he will be taking 100 life points worth of damage from that attack. Are we gonna see any Ritual Beast monster top deck perhaps from Elthor? We will see one. You can contact fuse with face downs, and it will be the double window, unfortunately. Still, Apelio, pretty good there. We'll be swinging into the Aloof because currently, well, only Thunder Dragon to add, that's not much to worry of. Back to Viper's draw phase. One, two, three materials for the levy. Hawk 2 actually shuffle back some cards in hand. Alright. Ulti Apelio will be chaining to bring back the double window. Are we gonna see any spell or trap being activated? Probably not. You would like to keep those if you are Althor right there. Not much you can even use them on. Well, that Floodgate will certainly be beneficial. Just clogging one monster. It can even force Viper to even destroy his own Levianeer if he wants to on this turn. But currently you're trying to get as much as advantage as possible if you're Viper. So he will be going for the double spell or trap pop, and it will be the bad aim as well as the Canaria pop. So certainly only living on the windows currently is L4. OG, grabbing another OG, and that probably would be it, right? You don't have much else. You have already used Hawk. You could normal summon a level 5, and there you go. He will be doing exactly that, and this way you search for Duo, I believe, or Roar. He would have sufficient material nonetheless, but to me it looks like he is preparing for a next turn Levianeer with the third material to be shoved into the graveyard. So Viper thinking ahead and hoping for Althor not to have some good draws there. ETH to be activated, Canaria to be obtained. Canaria giveth, Canaria taketh. Will it be another back row that he topped, or is it a monster in form of a hawk? Or Ulti Apelio is back. And that will be it actually, end phase. Book a Moon. I mean, no matter if he attacked or otherwise, he probably would have gotten booked. And back to Viper. So, as I was saying on his last turn, he seemingly was preparing for a Levianeer. The problem is he's got quite a few, let's say, unnecessary monsters on the field. So it's best to get rid of those first before going for the Levianeer. Perhaps through a tribute summon for a level 5 and going into something like an Adrius or a Tyrus. Instead, it will be the Levianeer. We'll be popping both of the windows. Searches for the duo. Should be having more than sufficient material on a future turn, because for now his entire board is currently clogged. He still has the option to normal summon a level 5. But that way I'm unsure if you get the materials needed actually for the duo summon. And even in that case, you still have to get rid of the other two monsters, which are Apelio and Ultiperofen respectively, summon both of the windows. He will be instead tribute setting for a level 5 or a level 6. Ulti Apelio in the end phase, making sure that the banish pile is being kept in check. Back to Althor. So Althor Yeah, can banish the second window. He can also switch now from ulti Fin into the two windows. And this way, well, I guess you get your engine going just a bit. Hi, and Disturbia is raiding with a party of 47. Thank you so much for the raid, buddy. Good to see, good to see. Your game was the fabled Sensei up against SEM, correct? Let me check the match result for that, if it is posted. So SEM defeated Sensei 10-7. Alright, so we have one less undefeated team, 4-1. Yep, thank you once again for the raid. So we have Elthor as the starter with Ritual Beast. He lost the first game, but opted to repeat. And Viper, up until so far, has been in the leading position. However, Elthor has managed to get back some control. 2 Legionnaires have been used. One of them is in fact floodgated onto the field, as you can see. And we are preparing for a rank 6 summon. Bowser, very, very ideal here. And he reveals the duel as well that we know he searched. And this way it's gonna be actually pretty hard to mount back a form of a comeback for the next turn. Not only do you have to deal with this negation, but also with the dual swing. It resolves. Both of the windows will be special summoned. If I had a cent for every window that I have seen special summon this duel, I would have like 10. We are rich, boys. Wind floating into Hawk. So now Viper has the option. AC going for the Hawk or for the Winda, and he goes for the Hawk. That is the more important hit right there. Also activating its effect, getting his Thunder Dragon Hawk, and not Spiritual Beast Kenna Hawk, for a future turn. Elder, that is a good side. Especially if he has another normal summon in the hand, but seemingly no for now. There is the ulti Kenna Hawk coming to the field. The first time we actually are seeing in both of the duels the ulti Kenna Hawk. We'll be doing the combos, but unfortunately the effect to special summon will be... Wait, no. Or yeah. No, yeah, the effect to special summon will be negated. But here we have Elder's normal summon coming in through for Lara, keeping in the the combo going through the bouncer. Still, at the end of the day, it's still going to be just a bit too hard to get over the duo as well as the bouncer. Maybe I'm not seeing it currently though. There we go. We will be having the ambush. And we'll be settling just for the Petalfin. Petalfin cannot be destroyed, right? Yeah, cannot be destroyed by card effects. So he is safe for now. Although, well, not not a single, although there is no way for Viper currently to get this duel higher, I believe. There was a possibility actually with perhaps a Dark or a Dragon, or an OG rather. Dark will be activating. Auto to add 1 roar. Roar. What's he gonna add back though? He will be adding a Dark. And that will be prompting Duo to get just a bit bigger, to get over the ulti Pedofan. He is able to switch, and we'll be going for the double window. We'll be destroying 1. At this point in time, Bouncer has no more materials, and currently the board is very clogged, in fact, for Viper. As I mentioned earlier, the no material Bouncer with seemingly no Gaia Charger in sight, as well as the floodgated Levianeer. Ulti Pedofin back onto the board. Hawk's forbidden effect with the counter to be done, and will be actually end phase. So Althor is looking to survive through yet another turn. Returns the Hawk back to the bottom of the deck, so both well, not anymore was the Levy, but we know he has 1 Levianeer left inside the deck, so he will be finally choosing to tribute off the floodgated Levianeer, I believe 8 turns later. We'll be activating Dark. Bad aim, however, will be used onto Duo, and that's actually very unfortunate for Viper because it happened within the battle phase. And now he has no more follow-up, while Althor just activated Ambush. And now he's also got regular Pedofan and can finally try to have a chance at a counter attack. He will be returning the face down back row. We are unsure what it was. However, he will be going off further and pop off with the ulti Hawk combos. Why RB against Thunder Dragon, especially for a repeat? Maybe RB just has a better matchup up against Thunder Dragon than the second deck of Althor, which could mean a lot of things. But yeah, it is quite the back and forth we can call as a matchup. Ulti Apelio will be swinging over the Hawk. Will it activate its effect? Yes, of course. We also do not know this set card. Alright, Sark's forbidden effect actually activated. We will be getting the Dark back to hand. thank you for the follow, guys. Neo Orangey and the other guys I didn't shout out earlier. Thank you so much. Duo is back in action though. Duo is a problem for Ritual Beast due to how recyclable Duo actually is. You can always special summon it with Hawk after you special summon it the first time around. And there you go. He is intending to do the same thing with the boost in the battle phase, but the bad aim once again in the battle phase will show up and destroy the duo. And now Viper on an empty board. Ulti Pedalfin as well activating and special summoning the guys you probably don't want to special summon much, or at least Elder. Pedalfin you would obviously want to keep it, on the board rather. You want to return this, or probably not. I don't know how to play Ritual Beast, guys, sorry. Alright, first swing obviously unaffected except by like Karibo or stuff like that, but 100 Thunders would actually activate and special summon the duo. That would be a problem. Quite a big problem because it also gets off its effect. And will be a recycling Book of Moon. It's actually quite crazy how Duo can literally just recycle pretty much anything you want off of the banished pile. Oh god, Shadow Imprisoning Mirror. I think now we can actually see why the repeat was necessary. Shadow Imprisoning Mirror will be doing some trouble, but there is still one Ulti Apelio left on the field, which will activate and will be floating into Pedalfin and Winda. Another back row card. Back to Ulti Pedalfin. Currently Viper would be winning, or not anymore rather. I was gonna mention that the deck out battle is very possible. However, we haven't seen M7 being used yet for Viper. Although Shadow Imprison Mirror really is gonna hurt. What else? There's the possibility to get Heliopolis somehow, some way. We'll be discarding the Sphere Kuribo. That looks just a bit rough. Will be recycling and keeping up his banished pile, Elthor. Back to Ulti Pedalfin. Ulti Pedalfin, the perfect shield right now, 2800 defense, perfect for the duo. And just Viper having no answers to it after the Shadow Imprisoning Mirror got flipped face up. We'll be setting another monster, maybe just a bit too late. Tributes off the Alu for... I don't even know at this point. Why not directly go for a rank 6 on that turn? But still, this is the last turn of Viper. And it will remain exactly that. Successfully decked out by Elthor. 27 turns. Switch into attack. Oh my god. Elthor. Ritual Beasts, baby. Ritual Beasts, baby. Quite the win there for Elthor. Really didn't look like so in the first few turns, where he was at the complete mercy of top decks, and while he did manage to get some of those top decks going with the very crucial bad aims that got rid of Dragon Duel, seemingly it was actually enough for Elthor to come back and get his game going on. Get your game on. Still waiting for the next deck to be chosen by Viper. And here we go. Back onto the table and starting the duel. Let's go. Odeon up against Yuma and Astral. Very interesting. Well, I say very interesting, but it's probably it's probably the least interesting deck currently in the format. Unless Viper wants to surprise us, but it will be Onomat. At this point, there is no reason to not play Onomat. Sister, Bancho, what more do you want? Bouncer is a nightmare for Ritual Beasts. Or M7 is just as fine because, well, Ritual Beasts cannot really afford to OTK, so it's best to just play your own game, get the searches going, get the pluses plussing, and try to set up for a possible OTK. Counter Hawk only, so no Elder. Still, and it is a magnet for Book of Moon, so 1, 2 only set cards. Viper can choose to return either the Hawk or get the Bancho back to hand. That is still under the M7. We know he has a Sister in hand, we know he has a Bolt somewhere. We do not know where, but there is a Bolt. And there's also an Onomatopoeia on the field. This could warrant a back row card in the form of Floodgate, in the form of Canaria, anything that you could stop the summoning effect of Utopic. And not only that, you also clog up the board of Viper with one Floodgated monster. Which I don't know if you have seen earlier in the day with the first match on the main channel. Floodgate, or rather Onomat did end up getting decked out by Triamid Dahyun. So always use your M7 wisely, in other words. You don't want to end up in that hellish position of being decked out. Not like Viper hasn't had that, considering his first loss was a deck out. But Canaria will be activated upon Utopic's, or rather, after baiting Bolt, he was confident enough to not activate anything up until Bolt got activated. There you go, swings safely over the Hawk. And one back row remaining still for Viper. Laura, really good card to get here. Hawk. Effect. Should be banishing, yeah, the Petal Fin. Just your usual Ritual Beast effect. Wondering what he's gonna search. He's probably gonna go for ambush, surely. And there you go. We'll be returning the M7 to the extra deck. That is curious. At this point, if you're Elthor, you're hoping for your current back row to easily go through the head summon. Alright, shuffles the draw way for a Bancho. This is, I believe, his last activation of the skill. Indeed it is. So he will be opting perhaps for a rank 6. Well, obviously for a rank 6. Interested to see how Elthor plays that out, because soon after Sister Effect will be activated, he has to think of a couple options. Anything at all? For now, no. So it will be an exit summon into Bouncer. This prevents OTPL from floating into whatever you want. And well, at the very least he does have Ambush as a backup plan. At this point, if you... maybe it would have been a bit beneficial to try to at least get one material off the Bouncer, unless you... yeah, that also works. Just doing it next turn with Petal Fin. Let's see if the material will matter in the end later on. So Petal Fin obviously will be negated here. Thankfully, Bouncer only negates the effect, so doesn't also destroy the card. So you can still Contact Fuse with those, and Contact Fuse he will. it is very beneficial that he does have access to ulti Cannon Hall without any form of negation from the side of Viper. He adds Elder to the hand. Pedalfin will be getting rid of that bouncer, thank you very much. And now at this point, while Althor is in the winning position, he will be opting for one more search. And Viper has no more auto play. I believe that's his second Bancho. So again, only one card to potentially top deck into. And he hasn't resolved the draw. So he still has quite a lot of dead cards he could draw into. Ulti Apelio could be safely swinging for the attack. Entering battle phase. Are we gonna see some form of response from Viper? It will be a lance. Yeah, that is unfortunately not enough. Or it actually is enough because it would be 1800, I believe. Nonetheless, return will be taking care of that. And with that being said, it's gonna be very hard for Viper to live on. And L4 turning the match around after a very unfortunate first duel loss, getting back in it with a very cool deck out win against Thunder Dragons, as well as a quite decisive victory up against Onomat. So let's see if Chicks with decks have the right tools necessary in order to deal with with the remainder of the Ritual Beast. Let us see what they got in store for us. Welcome once again, everyone. We have quite a few games going down at the same time. One of which is this one, obviously, between Garuda and Chicks with Decks. We also have Claw Clan up against Uchihas, which is quite a good match to see because Uchihas is one of the few undefeated teams still remaining, and currently Claw Clan is giving them a run for their money. But Mr. Urushihara just joined the game for Uchihas, and we all know how powerful he can be. He has amassed a number of wins and was a big part in the success of Uchihas in their past few wins. As for other games that we have, well, not really. We do not have other games going down. Well, not streamed, that is. We also have YGL up against Bricks, and that game sadly unstreamed, but we'll see how that goes. Alright, so the one to join the table is the fan favorite, Clash Bro. Let's go. Will be with my Valentine. Alright, so we do have a counter, I believe, for mainly back row related deck in the form of perhaps Harpies. 21 cards. Elder, will we see the Hawk? Yes, we will, sir. Finally, for the first time today in the two matches that I streamed with the Ritual Beast being in them, we have finally seen this. Hawk gonna be banishing for the second window. Easily have those two float targets that you know you can rely upon. Clash best chick, let's go. Double window. What's he gonna search though for? Lara, interesting. Alright, and we'll be setting just on the ulti Padofan. No trap for now. So, he is most likely, you know, he's in such a good position with just the ulti Padofan against Harpies that it's best just to stay on that and hope for, you know... Wait, let me read this. So you have to return this to the extra deck in order to special summon. So in theory, a chain link of chain link 1 ulti Padofan, chain link 2 spell or trap, and chain link 3 cyber slash, you would actually be unable to special summon anything. Thank you for the follow, Nai Laza. Let's see, Clash Bra, Chandler discards the Lady One, gets the Perfumer as usual. He's gonna surely grab the Feather Rest here, or the Egotist. Probably already means he's got the Feather Rest in hand. Should be very easily setting up that draw 2 for the Cyber Slash. There's Egotist. So Egotist makes it so your Cyber Slash is bigger than the ulti Padofan, which combined with a Swallow's Nest maybe later on could have meant gain, as I described in the earlier scenario where you force ulti Padofan to swap and then you return it. But it's actually not the case because that play isn't possible due to Cyber Harpy Lady. Returns as cost? Oh. That's unfortunate. Yeah, I guess I'm the fool here. Feels bad, man. Still, Clash Bro in not the worst position. 3 set cards. Althor, we know he chose to keep a few of his traps in the hand, and he will be opting to swing into the windows. could be to his plus, but could also mean his demise. We see the Petal Fin being summoned. We know he also has a Lara in hand. Oh! Alright, it will go through the TTH. Winda fortunately was one of the targets, so it can float. Let's see what's the target here. Probably a Paleo if you do not have it already in the hand. Or perhaps just a second Elder to, you know, get rid of... Oh wait, he doesn't have... yeah, Winda's the perfect target here. Lara, making sure you have that third monster, especially Petal Fin. TTH has been used, but Cyber Slash effect has not yet. Are you gonna see any form of response after the summon of Petal Fin? Any way to stop Petal Fin from bouncing Cyber Slash? There you go, it will be the Book Moon activated onto Lara and Lady bouncing the Petal Fin. Chain resolves. Still, now you got rid of 3 disruptions total. Are you willing to go into the combos? Obviously. There you go, just the Petal Fin for now. Playing it safe. Soul's Nest, Indian phase. Is going for Perfumer most likely. Or perhaps Oracle. Oracle is just as viable of a target. Thank you for the follow, Mr. Wilson. Oracle. Surely adding the Harpy's Hunting Ground. But now it's gonna be somewhat top deck reliant here. You've already used quite a few resources already. You have used Feather Rest. You have used 1 Egotist. Harpy Lady. Cyber Slash to activate, forcing off the Petal Fin, switching onto Winda and Lara, the 2 waifus of the deck. That's why we have so many mains of Ritual Beasts, because the deck has girls. The more you know. No one likes my boy Kiana Hawk, you know, or my boy Elder. It's always Winda. Feels Elderman. Alright, Harpy's Hunting Ground. We'll be destroying the Shadow Imprisoned Mirror. Obviously, wouldn't do much. So it's actually a good hit for Elthor. Roach. Floodgate on the Roach. Do be mindful that Roach does stop contact fusions, so it's actually extremely important that Floodgate was there and wasn't the hit of the Harpy's Hunting Ground. Petal Fin back onto the field, immediately activating, no delay whatsoever. Is going to be bouncing the Harpy Lady Cyber Slash, and that's immediately once again Elthor is back onto the lead with that. He's doing things, and he's doing them well. Ritual Beast, Biden today, tier 0. Battlefield even gonna bounce. Oh, the set spell trap. Not like Roach is any difficult, right? It's just a 0 defense body after all. You have plenty of banish pile fodder as well. You have the Apelio to switch into. You can even switch for the Petalfin, and obviously one of those paired with the Winda. Perfumer is an okay card to get right now. Are we gonna see a response? Oh yeah, Canaria. Are we gonna see a further response? Yes, we will. Swallow's Nest, saving the day. Switching most likely into the Oracle and at least providing the Cyber Slash option for Clashbra or Chandler. That works just as well. He's already used one Oracle, so I'm guessing he just couldn't switch into the second one. Let us see. Immediate switch. After the end phase got done. So Clashbra confident that Elthor is unable to OTK currently, but I'm pretty sure we haven't seen any of the quick plays being used thus far. One of them, which is Return, he is able to search that if need be. Perofin back onto the board. Can banish whatever to just return that Chandler. Banishes Ambush. Hawk. That's game. Very well played once again from Elthor. Showing why Ritual Beast is the starter that you want if you are Garuda here. Three, two, one. And just like that, we will be seeing a repeat coming through for Chicks with Decks for Clash Press. So once again, we will be seeing Harpies up against Ritual Beast. Let's go. RB best deck. Let's go. Yeah. It's quite a delight to actually see it, despite it, you know, making games awfully long. It's only long because they take just a bit more to control everything and get the opponent to, you know, get out-resourced. This time Clashbra goes first. May or may not make or break it, actually, depending on what kind of back row he does get, especially off of the Feather Rest. Does have sufficient fodder, obviously, for the Feather Rest draw 2. Let's see how that goes. One of the top deck cards was the Oracle. Very good to always make sure you have that Harpy's Hunting Ground up against back row decks. But it's even more important that he has some form of back row. 1, 2, that's more than enough. Especially with a level 4 on the board. Especially that if one of the set cards is Swallow's Nest, you can have that Perfumer add to. Very good. As the Feather Rest, after all, instead of the Harpy's Hunting Ground. Elder. That's actually very good opener there. Elder getting out the Pedal Fin. Alright, let's see what Flashbro has as back row. Oh, he lets the Pedal Fin effect go through. He reveals a Cannahawk in hand. So he was wary of... has his own Shadow Imprisoner Mirror, but it does make sure that the Pedal Fin will be off. Set card, once another, and that will be it, the end phase. So Swallow's Nest in the end phase. I'm gonna make sure he has either the Channeler or the Perfumer. The Perfumer you would go usually due to its hard once per turn clause. Alright, Egotist. Opting for the Cyber Harpy Lady, are we gonna see some form of disruption from the side of L4? And there you go, Canadia. Is it gonna be enough to stop Clash Breath's turn? We still have a normal summon available for him. And normal summon it will be. Perfumer coming out. Adding the second Egotist. Successfully, that is. Do we have any other form of interruption? There's Cyber Slash. Okay. Floodgate coming down. Thanks to this Synchro Summon, we do have enough now for Feather Rest. Although, you know, you won't get to draw 2. But drawing 1 is fine as well, I guess. Opts to return itself back to the ED. And that's gonna be it. So he will be keeping everything safe and sound. He has no back row to worry about, but there's that banish pile still isn't looking the most optimal. Gonna go for Ulti Apelio. Get the Cannahawk ASAP. Surely gonna banish the window now. And now you're looking just a bit better in order to go here in this position. Clash Bro misplayed very badly here. To me it seems like L4 is being given a bit too much space to work with, right? Just a bit too much space, and if you are Harpies, you probably want to deny as much space and take as many opportunities as you can to make your opponent, you know, unable to actually get their engine off. And well, L4 has the ulti Opelio on the field. He has the Petal Fan in the Banish Pile, as well as the Winda. That, coupled with 2 set cards, one of which we know is Ambush. At this point, it's a bit too far gone for Clash Bro to maybe come back. But we'll see. We have the Chandler. We know he also has an Egotist, I'm pretty sure. And there you go. Because he activated that, that tells me that he doesn't have a Harpy card in hand. He could be having a Soul's Nest though. We know that for sure one of these is Feather Rest. So he was intending to prepare for that draw 2, but he will be having to settle on just the one. So at this point, once again, maybe too far gone. Let's see if this top deck card can do any good. It will be a back row, and in fact both of the cards were back rows. Ambush in the end phase. Get the Kenna Hawk, obviously, and the Window for protection, as well as the name. Very easily can go into the double ulti Apelio, but there is the TTH, and because the board is completely clogged, ulti Apelio cannot switch. ETH to be activated, gets the Canadia. Does he have another monster? No, he doesn't. Alright, so it's well, I would say Winda is the better monster here in the top deck wars. And yeah, we'll be seeing it in full effect. Just win the beatdown, as well as Kenna Hawk. That's a pretty good top there. Obviously you can work with just the Winda, but still at the end of the day, any second Ritual Beast monster is really good. Apelio even was lethal. In fact, can he get... Probably not. I don't know how Ritual Beasts work, guys, so don't mind if I spout some stuff every now and then. I was thinking maybe he could have banished Apelio. Adds Apelio. As I said, I don't really know what his game plan is, but still, obviously, in the winning position, his banish power is looking great. He has just the ulti Apelio. He has next turn follow up as well. There's nothing Clash Bro can do. just a set. RB, quite a punishing deck if you let them build up. Alright, just doing the regular. Yes, we can. So he has some fodder for a potential hysteric party. But like, look, both of your egotists are down. You have used Feather Rest twice already. And there's ulti Appeal that you have to have an answer for. Which you do. And there's the return. Can a Hawk. Swinging for game. 4 and 1. Ritual Beasts. Repeat is really paying off right now for Elthor. Meanwhile, not so much for Clash, bro. So we ought to see what the next response for chicks with decks is. Still have quite a few players remaining on the roster to check. RB best deck in TW. To some degree. It's one of the better control decks nowadays. Did manage to get top 10 global in the recent KC Cup, albeit not the trap heavy variant, more of the aggro variant. Obviously, since in KC not just the win rate is valid, but also the time invested in it. Alright, so we have Rex onto the table, coming down, ready to start. At any time. Let's go. Yuma and Astral will be the character. Most likely would be the Onomat. Little to no other decks really that are being played on Yuma here. Elder, are we gonna see Hawk? Yes, sir. We are going to see Hawk. Elder Hawk. Once again. The second time, I believe, in what? 6 duels? That's actually not that much. But still, you love to see it every single time it pops up. He's gonna open regularly, just banishing the 2 windows, going for once again another search. Could be ambush, but could also be a follow-up in the form of Lara. There you go. Lara way better early on compared to ambush. Ambush is highly susceptible to pack removal, and Lara, I mean, contact fusions. You have to think about it. This meta we have quite a lot of decks, especially Onoma decks that run Bugamoon, that run Canadia, some of the trap heavy Onomat, which is Gagaga, also runs Floodgate, and all those are just mean nothing for Ritual Beasts and their contact fusions, especially when you can just swap out. So let's see how he can deal with this. He can opt for the Bouncer here. Can also opt for M7 if Ulti Parafen activates, but Althor usually did not activate an ulti effect right before a Bouncer summon. Surely just not to mess with the banish power perhaps, and just leave Parafen as it is. Still, you have to take into account that it is 2800, so even if you just go for the Bouncer, you still cannot get over it. So if you want to get over it, it's gonna be M7, and it will be just a Bouncer. Set 2. Pass. So now he needs to play through the interruption or possible interruptions, and Parafen is the perfect answer for that. Opted to normal summon a Parafen. We know he has a Lara in hand, and it's gonna get booked on summon, so keeping the negate open, that means that Ulti Parafen is unable to swap away. Due to the negation aspect. Automato play, once again activating, shuffling the head that was just drawn for a Utopic. Are we gonna see a draw perhaps? No, but we will be seeing the glove. Alright, so we pretty much know his hand, I believe, of glove, Utopic, and bolt. This has to be game, right? Bolt and Spider. He did not bolt. He did not bolt yet. Can he? Oh. Oh, Korbash coming to the rescue. Well, I guess that's something, but Parafen does have quite a few points of defense, so even with Gaia it wouldn't be lethal through piercing. However, there's still Bowser that has to be taken care of. 2 negations active, Winda in attack position, battle phase, goes for a suicide. And for the ulti Apelio, alright. Does he have a return? No. Alright, we'll be taking that hit. Still, that's 100 more damage. And he would die to a Bowser burn effect. I just want to highlight that because quite a number of times usually don't really see the burn effect coming in clutch later on when CC. Oh, not like it would have mattered. Alright, boys. We shuffled away the head, but any monster in its game, right? Oh, it's gonna be the head right off the top. And yeah, that has to be it. Surely must be the win the face down, so you just yeah, go for the M7 here. And that's it, main. Finally, Chicks with Decks have presented themselves with an answer to the Ritual Beasts. 4 and 2 did they go, also getting off a repeat from both of the sides actually. Well played from Elthor, and on the comeback now for Rex and the boys. Or rather for the chicks. We'll be seeing it soon. In other order of ideas, Clockland currently up by 2 points, 6 and 4, with Tiamata going 4 and 0. 4 straight wins. So yeah, Clockland managing to turn it around and seemingly giving Uchihas a run for their money. For their, they're currently undefeated, so this could be their first defeat. It's definitely Rex Cruz plus Chicks with Decks. So you're saying he's not a chick with a deck. He could be a chick, but he probably doesn't have a deck. Or he's not a chick, but he has a deck. So many possibilities. Right, so Garuda now thinking about which is the best counter pick for Onomats. Usually no-brainers. Like you have, let's say, Thunder Dragons, always available. What else would be ideal? Gagaga can be actually good up against Onomat. Gagaga, do note, is the build without draw, so a lot more traps. And obviously another no-brainer of Luna Lights. Haven't seen much of Garuda this season for me to get an idea of the names of the players. Like Elthor I can easily associate with Ritual Beast, but as for the others, yeah, it is very good actually as far as RD is concerned. When you are down 0-4 to have only -7 RD. For reference, you can look on the other side with Garuda, which has -16 despite having a win in plus over Chicks with Decks. It's also the manner in which you win games, not just winning the games. So now at Avis on the board, Alright, Avis, 20 cards. Show us what you got. Are we gonna see some of those Lunalights I was talking about earlier due to the indication of 20 cards? What's it gonna be? Cannot think of many other counters that have 20 cards on Yami Yugi. Set, pass. Doesn't play much like... Oh, CC. Banishing Book of Moon. Would have been very great to use that as the match went on. Rex thinking about the order of the plays. There's Utopic, activating its own effect, especially in the Bancho. Having a Bancho in hand, well, that's pretty scary if you're Avis here. Only one monster, and well, you do have a couple of cards in hand. So if you're Luna, and oh yeah, forgot about a Corbage play. Corbage, it's your boy Corbaggio. Code as well, getting back the Utopic in defense. Do you opt for, swing for one, swing for two, no hand trap, no nothing. Just like that. It's only one away for the score difference. That's quite sad if you're Garuda here. Elthor, you did a lot to get onto this position, considering you also used a repeat first off after the first loss, or rather the first game of the match. Avis, if this was the counter pick, then it's gotta have to be a second repeat. Surely. Or perhaps the second deck could deal with Onomats better. Who knows? It's all about keeping track of your options. Currently no information on any possible repeat. Alright, there we go. No repeat going into this match. So it will be Avis' second deck. Supreme King Jaden. Lemao, pal. That's actually some cool music, not gonna lie. Been listening to that. adding the OG Thunder Dragon and subsequently activating the effect, getting some more fodder in the grave, you know the deal. That's 2 very easy lights he added, and even has the Aloof as fodder, rather the OG as fodder for the roar here. Let's see how that goes. Ought to be just the Aloof here. Let's see. Response from Rex on a model play. Shuffles away the Don't Leave Me Hanging. Alright, there's the glove. Indication that he probably doesn't have the draw in hand. I'm not sure if we actually have seen drawn thus far from Rex. Nonetheless, gets out something that I actually missed. It probably was the sister, rather. Alright, so he fully intends to go for it. Alright. Ought to be going for the M7 most likely here. Detach the Utopic. Special back. And then go into another rank 4 if need be. Like for example Excalibur could be something. Or Roach. Roach definitely is the rank 4 to go in this instance. Swings first with M7. Not the Roach. Anything from Avis. There is a fat delay. Let's the attack go through. Roach. There's the sphere. That actually was the correct attack order, now that I think about it. As in, you do end up dealing more damage, which is often better, especially when you are ahead, as you are right now with the Roach as well as the M7. We got a Hawk in hand, we have Aloof as well. There's Aloof. And that's actually 2 attacks to try to get rid of the Roach. And there you go. Roach gotten rid of. And now, well, it's looking a bit on the brink. There is Automata Play still available. Obviously can always M7, get the sister, shuffle her away, or even normal summon her if you want to, and get ahead that way. But also a bunch of works. Detaching sister, or doing display as well. Let's see, what's it gonna be? Pretty sure should be the spider here, and just gonna banish the Aloof that way. And with M7 you return the roar, and this way you have 2 attacks per game. Excalibur works just as well. Just as well it works. Let's see. Is it gonna go through? It will. Just like that. 4-4 scoreline. Rex getting the much needed 3 wins to tie up the score. Big Schlippen while the next player is coming through. So an update from the other game that is going down at the same time as this one, Clockline up against Uchihos. T Yamada is still on a tear. 5-0 with Lunalights. Sheesh. Cannot stop the furries there. And the way it's looking like, I see a face down sword breaker for some reason. Thank you for the follow, Inelio. Oh, that's Nelia. Alright. So there's Cat Dancer literally just going for game. That's kind of sad to watch. Nossa. Alright. Probably should be the time to get a game going soon. I hope. For our side of the matches as well. Still waiting, guys. Sorry for the delay. Alright, who is it? It's gonna be Astes. Soon coming to the table. Let's see if he has what it takes to get rid of the streaking Onomat of Rex Cruz. And we have exactly that. Let's go. So I believe the positions are now reversed. Rex is on the top and Astes is on the bottom. Zane Truesdale. Always a delight to see. ought to add a sister after shuffling away the Utopic. Astes with the set 3. Not the best, not the worst. But again, if you are a Cyber Dragon player and you do not open core, you are a bad player. You have to open core. That is how you win. Only by getting that. Jokes aside, Gagabolt will be targeting the rightmost card, which is Book of Moon. Fortunate. We're gonna see something like a Lance to deny the flip. Swinging for 200. Let's go. I say it's a swing, but it's like a poke with one finger only. Oh, pass. That's once again not very ideal. That's the second buncher, so it's gonna be pretty hard to deal with something like this. We're gonna see a flip of sister in this exact moment though. Or are we gonna wait for the Exceed summon perhaps? That works just as well. Keep in mind, normal summon hasn't been used, so there's still the potential for that. There you go, rank 6 will be going through for the Bouncer. Bouncer for the normal summon core. Swinging with that. Book of Moons, so he doesn't want to take this attack. Interesting. Big delay as well here. Not sure from which of the two players. There's a Lance, but that is only 3,700 total attack, and with this Lance you also put your opponent way below 2,000. The interesting thing is that it's exactly what you want actually if you are Rex here. Cyber style, yeah, just go and do that because Bouncer can burn. Let's see if Astis realizes that. He would be having to go for the twin or the cyber end. Fusion Gate. Ought to banish. Let's see if it even goes through first of all. Can just chain MSC to it and negate it. Book. Alright, that means that he is unable to go for end, I think. So he's only able to go for the twin dragon, as well as Chimera type, but obviously you do not go for that. Alright, battle phase. One attack. Slight delay here, slight delay. Are we gonna see a cyber load as well? $2,900 though. So it's insufficient. Show us what you got, Astes. Over Dragon. No sufficient materials. Oh no, it's sufficient. That would be 3200, right? For materials. Alright. Then it probably was not Cyberload. But still, this board looking kind of Alright, there's the CC, getting rid of the back row. What is it? What you got here? Oh, it was a Cyberload in the end. Alright. Well, it will be just a 2. Which equates Chimera Tech. Head, well, he hasn't shown us thus far that he has Gaia, correct? Is there a way to gain... Oh, obviously Scout. Yeah. Completely blanked on that one. Yep, game right here, and that's not what you want to see if you're Astes. In the lead. Alright, back to the second egg once again for Garuda. Oh, wait, wrong deck being taken out. Right. If things are as I think they are, should be the mirror. Who's going first? It is Rex. The player on the top. Yeah, just the sister and, you know, setting a couple of cards. The most classic, yeah. But Astes does resolve draw. With the dwarf as well. Let us see. Show me the follow-up. His own sister. Book of Moon. On to the sister immediately. Not even waiting for a search actually. Lands regardless. Are we gonna see another? It will be a floodgate. MST, alright, yeah, I can see that, just clearing out the last of the back rows. Is going to be popped. It is his own lance. That's the bolt. In this situation, you could very well add the wind, but maybe he wasn't running it. Or probably no fodder. Regardless, like, what do you wind out, right? You don't want to wind out the a regular bancho, even though you have a glove in the grave. Alright, book on his sister. Alright, dwarf. To be shuffled off for the utopic. I love this mirror match. Praying to Jesus versus praying to Allah. Yeah, that's quite a comparison. And there's the bouncer. Just the bouncer. So if Astes has maybe a book, maybe something else. There's the onomatopoeia. Oh yeah, I forgot he searched bolt. Right. Okay, I guess that's game. Alright, so it is going to be the final stopping for Rex. As far as his first deck is concerned, alright, and they're quickly back in it. So reveals the glove, adds something that I missed. Sister with a bolt. Bancho on the board. Bouncer, Snookum on board. We're not here abroad, only on the road. I'm bugging. Alright, set 1, 2. That will be it. Rex, 27 cards. Pass. Alright. So probably feeling confident with some of the hand traps, maybe that large Yami Yugi decks run with the likes of Thunder Dragon, perhaps. Bolt. Gets the onomatopoeia. And attempts to swing for game. First with the 1500. And yeah, let's see how this goes for the next turn. Dark Effect. I believe this one was drawn right up the top. And pass. Oh my god. Once again, unplayable. Bancho from the hand. That's a couple more attacks to work with, but obviously can always make the Roach. I mean, even with Roach, like, there's only so much you can do if you Rex here. You have already used one hand trap. Seeming there is something more, but I'm unsure if it's from Astes or Rex. Alright, we now know the answer. It's gonna be Astes getting the win up against Brick Dragons, as Andrew put it out. Garuda for the first time after L4 straight, back in the lead. And yeah, yes. Let's see the next player coming in for chicks with decks. I'm already seeing someone coming into the duel room. Someone from the roster. I wonder who it could be. Let's get into it. Once again, a matchup between Yami-Yugi as well as Human Astral. Snake going first. Alright. Does have at least some playability. Unlike his fallen friend of Rex, who did manage to get very respectable 4 and 2, equaling L4 streak earlier. Double roar for the bouncer. And that's it, main. You can pass now. Back to Astes. Let's see if Astes has what it takes, perhaps, to play through this turn without caring much about a bouncer. Is there a way for him to do that? If not, maybe is there a way to get to that dotted jaw attempt of resolving? One. Two. And there's the code. Melody. That's one Livineer. Let's see if Fastest has stuff to pop right now. Currently no, so he will be letting it resolve. Snack surely should be targeting some of the back row here. You don't care as much if you tend to win on this turn, I think. It's best to just take care of the back row for now. So he attempts to destroy the rightmost. And which one of the remaining two? Let's see. Will be the leftmost. So those were a Book Moon and a Canaria. Thunder Dragon discarding itself to add two more, not one by one. And well, currently the board is kind of clogged, so he can choose to go for that. Is this gonna be it? It will be it. Oh my god. He managed to get rid of the traps that chain and the one that isn't. That's quite rough. Alright, Astes, respectable 2-2. Snack managing to get the win. And once again, putting it back to an even scoreline. Snipe like a goat. Yes, sir. Still waiting on the last of the next player from Garuda. Thank you for the follow, Rick. Need to see what other decks Garuda has in the bag left for Snack. Currently, well, they have the counter pick advantage, knowing that they are up against Thunder Dragons. But it is taking them a while, so that tells me that they probably don't have quite a lot of counter pick decks left. Alright, and we will be seeing Lollipop come to the table. Let's check it out. So they switch positions. Lollipop now on the top and Snake on the bottom. Starts with Dark. You'd like to see that. Yeah, Dark alone though, up against what could be a Gaia, may not be what you're hoping for if you're Snake. Not the worst. Not the worst. Dragon Knight's Path. Ought to resolve. There's the Magical Knight. He's able to special summon the Dragon Fire. So he can very easily just go into the fusion and perhaps even stop there. Or try to push for some form of game. Unsure though. 26, that does trigger both Jaws and Spell Trap and Destiny Draw. So perhaps if he has something like a Dark Flare, something along those lines would be just a bit more useful in order to, you know, very easily get game this way. Ought to set 2 and just pass. Dark once again activating, so that is 2 fodder, dark fodder that is in the graveyard for Snack. 1 set monster. Is that it? That will be it. Oh, that's really not what you want to see. Depends on Lollipop's follow-up as well. You don't know if he's going to pass as well, but he does activate the Gaia. Field spell effect. Reveal Soldier. He can add Dark Flare if he wants to. He will be adding the Curse of Dragonfire. Obviously no danger to just go into the battle phase and, you know, just swing over the monster. It's not like it would do much, except, you know, buff your own dude by 2600. That, but also the fact that, well, there is no... Oh, okay. There's Origin. Interesting. Couldn't he have, wait, let me read Soldier real quick. Oh my god, it's not here on the screen. That's kinda sad. But yeah, yeah, like, Dark Flare, he surely doesn't run it, because he did this. What else? I mean, it's just hard to tell. Hawk. I'm gonna get back to Dark. And that's it. Yeah, it's not much of a win either way for Snake. It's just, you know, he didn't have the best of hands against a deck that basically counters it. Not much you can do. Swing. Gotta get even more attack. It's quite a lot. OG Thunder. That does put the last necessary material for a Livianeer. And if it's a Livianeer, then Lollipop should be concerned a bit about the outcome, depending on the back row. There's the Livy. What you got, Lollipop? Surely has to be any form of negation for that. There's the finish chain. But that's not all, because there is still 2 level 8s left on the field. Adds another Hawk. He is able to use this one, if need be. Gonna go into Heliopolis, so Lollipop has to have something for this as well. And there's the Gaia being activated. Hawk probably gonna go for a roar. I don't know. Like, what do you even go for at this point? Oh, he doesn't even have a roar. My bad. He can go for Aegis. Let's see how that goes through. Oh, Volcasaurus. No way. Oh my god. Imagine if... Oh my god. 26 burn right there from Volcasaurus. Sadly not meant to be, but Snake did... Oh my god. Another Levy. Sadly, won't be able to do anything, but he almost had it all. It just wasn't enough through the 3 disruptions that Lollipop offered. Through the Gaia, through the book, through the Fiendish. Yet to be completely game. Gotta... Oh. So yeah, just the 1300. Regardless, you would probably still get game that way. Obviously thanks to probably Gaia. And there's surrender from Snake, so we'll be able to switch to the second deck momentarily. And we already moved on to the next. Let's see how this goes. Oh, is this the mirror match? Is this the mirror match? Come take a look, boys. What you thinking? 22 cards for Snake though. Has the starting combo, Lollipop. Alright. So we'll be settling in on the 2 face downs as well, in addition to the fusion. Gateway, very good. As the Magical Knight. Should be popping a skill or just a field spell if he's got it in the hand. Magical Knight. Is he going to successfully resolve? Pops the skill, Dragon Knight's Path. Curse of Dragonfire, really good there in the mirror. Gets rid of your opponent's Galloping Gaia. And you probably don't really plan for the mirror match, so it's unlikely that you would run a second. And even then, you still have to obviously hard open it. I mean, currently Lollipop has 0 cards in hand, so you actually don't want to see the field spell. Regardless, Snake adding Dark Flare. Enters battle. Okay. Book of Moon. at the very least saves the day here. Very fortunate that Snake didn't open any problematic back row, because Lollipop, well, now he can go for the 5200 attack Gaia Fusion. Gets another back row that's once again very useful. Goes for the Gaia attack. Snake, we know he has a Dark Flare. And another of the Gaia dudes. Reveals the Dark Flare as the Magical Knight. Alright, now let's see if there's any response from Lollipop. Alright, Chalice chaining onto the Magical Knight. Let's see, Lollipop, what else have you got? Fiendish Chain onto the Cartoon Dragonfire. That's a very good top deck there. Still, Snake being unable to go into a fusion. And pass, no back row once again. Oh my god, that's a really good top deck. Guy had a Magical Knight. That's gotta be a second fusion, and even pops the Galloping Gaia thanks to the Dragonfire. So now both players are out of the skills and out of the field spells. Easily can go for the other, or you can go for this one. You can have two pops. Right? You have two. I think you have just one, right? You can only use the following effect once per turn. It's a hard once per turn. And as we just got shown that he's unable to gain attacks. Quite surprising he didn't go for the Sky Galloping fusion. Alright. Yeah, it's very back and forth actually. More back and forth than you would hope for it to be. Especially for Lollipop. It feels like he has been in control for most of the duel. But it was a bit unlucky as well from Snake, I feel like. has been stuck with mostly monsters. Up until this point, you have one Gaia here. He's used all of his Gaias. So I don't think it's gonna be much going for Snake going forward unless he gets the Dragon's Mirror, which he just top decked. Let's see. There has to be a very good combination of spells and traps for both players, because I believe this should be the last turn. Sky Galloping. Alright, that is quite interesting. Subsequently activates it. I mean, he's not gonna leave the battle. He's not gonna successfully get to the battle phase, I feel like, but well, there's the Fiendish. It will be resolving. Can Snake turn this around? Battle phase successful. Anything from Lollipop. Will this go through? It will go through. Spiral Strike. That's 2 new cards. Pitch any card you want, especially Dark Fodder for your Dark Flare. Thinking about which card to drop here. Will be a Fiendish Chain that was drawn. Possibly indicating that he's not gonna need it, because the duel should not be going that long. Oh, Dragon's Mirror. Oh my goodness. Thank you for the fall, Raja. Oh my god, look at that. Lollipop is a god at getting the ideal card for the ideal situation. Sky Galloping of his own. Does he want to reveal that he runs Spiral Spear Trike? Seemingly no. It would be game with it if he has it. Battle phase. Soldier Gaia from hand, from Snake. Oh lord. You wanted to turn my Sky Galloping into defense? Nah. Soldier Gaia. Turning up. And saving for now. Oh my god, that's just... In the last 3 turns, Dragon's Mirror was the card that was top decked. Oh my god. Sky Galloping once again. Snake fully in control at this point. Discards a Curse of Dragonfire. Once again, perfect fodder for the Dark Flare that we know he's caught. Lollipop. What's your top deck, buddy? Show us the Dragon's Mirror. No. This is looking like the end of a journey here. Switches the Sky Galloping guy into defense. I mean, the card hasn't been very activatable, so who knows what that is. Maybe Snake knows more, and he does know more. What a back and forth Slight comeback though from Snake. Will be 1-1 now for Lollipop and Snake. Get a 2-1. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right. Odeon, 22 cards. Sorry guys, let me make you be able to see the obvious enormous amount of Samurai Skull. Sending that Spectral Sword. How many set cards? 1, 2, 3. That's already a very good start for a Lollipop. Problem is that Snake is playing Gaia. So a couple of the traps maybe aren't active, but also could mean that the traps are going to be pretty good because it will deny Snake from getting to the fusions. Let's see how that goes. Has the combo. Alright, as we can see, obviously the back row coming in clutch. Opts to swing into the Samurai Skull. Alright, so that is a play you usually make if you are fully confident with your back row, which Snake seemingly is. Obviously, 3 back row of his own. We have only seen Chalice as well as finishing, I believe, from the side of Snake. We haven't seen Book, but probably safe to say that that there is a Book as well in his deck somewhere. Finish chain on the Samurai Skull. No thank you. Pretty good top there from Lollipop, but just... if there was a face down Ballista squad, that would have been very good, but that basically confirms there is no Ballista squad face down. Heading straight into battle, there's the Book of Moon for the Synchro monster. As the Gamma Magical Knight. Got an enormous on the Cursive Dragonfire, however. Once again to be greeted by Floodgate. So Lollipop with quite the good starting cards here. Floodgate. But will safely swing. Not so safely anymore. Will be swinging or attempting to have swung over the Archfiend Zombie Skull. Not possible anymore, but does have ETH live and only one more card to be able to play through from the side of Snake. Will be another back row. And there's the Book. Target here for Lollipop is to deny that fusion, but you can only deny it so much until Dragon Smear arrives. And with Galloping Gaia just over and over thinning the deck, making sure that Snake can reliably draw into it, it's going to be pretty hard. So he adds the last Curse of Dragonfire and will attempt to normal summon it again. It's gonna be the Canadia this time. Does he have another answer for the attempt of swinging? Yes, he does. There's Canadia. So now Lollipop would be in the driver's seat. Ooh. Spectrosaur, that's a really good card to get right now. At this point in time. Gonna finally go for the level 6 Synchro Summon of Samurai Saga. And we'll just battle it out. That's completely fine. I believe we do know he has a few of these remaining still. So he will be able to get a fusion down, and at that point was gonna be pretty hard for Lollipop to come back. I mean, you have the tuner, but you don't have the solitaire, you don't have a trap to deny perhaps, you don't have much. Oh, are we gonna see a Dragon's Mirror play? There you go. So not even gonna go for the next turn. Snake grabbing a third win for Chicks with Dex, and it's gonna put Chicks with Dex back into the leading seat. Surely has to have the soldier. I believe he used it earlier to search, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, there you go. I was blanking for a second because I knew he used it, but it's been quite a few turns since he's used that effect. So Snake getting the win over Lollipop and cementing himself with a streaking deck. Let's go. Down to the last player of HeyZZy now for Garuda. Let us see what else they have in the back, because, well, countering Gaia would be pretty hard. Alright, lastly, HeyZZy coming back. See what he's got. Could be looking like Onomats here. He is going first, so he's probably gonna reveal it soon. Reveals the bolt, should be adding the sister as a result. Has the Bancho as well. It's only a matter of how many back rows he's got in addition to the bolt. Probably don't want to set the bolt as a bluff exactly. Let us see. Snake. Has the field spell already in hand. No skill necessary. Will it go through? Reveals the magical knight that he has in hand. Any MST chain? No. Will be Curse of Dragonfire to be searched. No summon. Gonna... Oh! Not gonna activate the effect. Interesting. One back row as well. ZZy could do him dirty and attempt to go for game through one back row, maybe. Depends on his other cards that are set. If there's perhaps a lance. Reveals the win that he just drew for the onomatopoeia. Has a draw. Okay. That's a pretty good bluff there. Alright. Well, we know he has a bolt for sure. Opted for the yellow draw. And just gonna set the card, one of the cards that he drew. Greeted by the finish chain for the bouncer. Not the best. Thank you for the follow, Rex. Appreciate it. Scalping Gaia gonna activate once again. We know he has the level 5 Curse of Dragonfire. But, well, there's another magical knight. So we now know 3 of his cards in hand, which is 2 Dragonfire and 1 magical knight. Then a normal summon and activate the effect. Freely, safely, because of finish chain. Are we gonna see the book now from ZZy? Yes, there is. Stuck with 2 level 7s. You know what that means, though. It can be grounds for a rank 7. You do usually run some of those to help unclog yourself, but at the same time, there's no real threat currently. ZZy has used both of his skill activations, so no imminent threat of the head currently, and still 1 card set for Snack. Could be the saving grace going later down. Coat. He does have the onomatopoeia to special summon. Bolt as well from the hand. I wonder what... Yeah, I was gonna suggest maybe that finish chain would be the best one here. There's the spider. And intends to go over some of the monsters. We know one of his cards in hand is Curse of Dragonfire. Gets rid of both of the magical knights. Fair. Scalping Gaia activates once again. Showing Dark Flare as well, so we now know his whole hand except for the top decked card. activates the effect. Should be getting negated by the bouncer. This, keep in mind, is the last Magical Knight, so let's see, does he have... I don't know. What can he have, Snake? I can see a Chalice. Show me the Chalice. Alright. There it is. And will be negated bouncer. So the last of the Magical Knights of Gaia will be special summoning the Curse of Dragonfire. Dragonfire activates. Yeah, I'm not sure, Scorpion. The problem is he didn't have the Magical Knight, I believe, on the field, because both of his Magical Knights were being taken out, so he started the turn with just the Dragonfire. And we know the last card in his hand is Dark Flare, so this is pretty much the all-in from Snake. Because he didn't activate the effect of Sky Galloping, the other face down makes me think it's the Spiral Spear Strike. Here's Adrius. Adrius should be making a pretty big difference here. Getting rid of the Bowser. And oh, that's arguably fine. Keep in mind, Snake didn't activate the effect of Sky Galloping, which could prompt ZZy to think that the face down, you know, it's harmless. Sin, gonna activate, getting rid of Adrius, which is very good. You want to get rid of the materials. And now, well, you got another level 4 coming, another rank 4 coming out. Could be Excalibur. Excalibur it is. He did not search it, correct. Because most likely the face down is the Spiral Spear Strike. I'm certain of that, and so is ZZy by getting this much needed win. Down to the very last players from both teams, so Nelio as well should be coming out pretty soon on the table. As soon as Snake exits. And now we play the waiting game. Alright. Should be going underway pretty soon. Nelliel onto the table. Here we go. Ooh, this is gonna be the Onomat mirror, I think. We haven't seen much of Onomats actually from Chicks decks. I think we've only seen 2 thus far. One from Viper, one from Rex. Oh, I think Snake played as well, right? No, he played Flying Dragon, sorry. And Clash Bra, I believe, repeated. It's only 2 Onomats, with Nelios being the 3rd. Conversely, even from Garuda, we haven't seen much Onomats. Alright, draws, Onomato plays for the Utopic, indicating dot draw. Shuffled away his bolt for that, by the way. 1, 2. Any monster? No, just another back row. And, well, that's something. The second onomatopoeia. Let's see how ZZy thinks this through. Has 5 cards to work with, has the skill, has just a 3 back row to take care of. I believe he does. No, we haven't seen. My bad. Lands from him. Alright, reveals the draw and adds onomatopoeia, which means he has another. Buncho normal summon. Can set up for a rank 4 if Neliel allows him. Will not be allowed though. Or will he? Lands chained in response to Canaria. Can force Neliel to use one more spell trap, which he does. Book of Moon. And look at that. Card advantage from ZZy. So ZZy, 4 cards total in the field and the hand. And Neliel with just 2. Should be pretty hard for Neliel to go through this. Especially when the last back row is MST. Finish Chain is very good hit though. One set card. Oh. Well now, ZZy, if he does have an Onomat card, that would be the most ideal here. Oh, YOLO draw once again. Let's see. Replenishes his hand. Has been quite deep into the deck. We may be seeing another Bancho or even Sister or even Head. There are sufficient targets for Head to be very impactful. MSD is very good. Ooh, hits the chain. Oh, but he doesn't get an Onomat card. It's been so deep into the deck without any. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, that's still like... Yeah, that's... It was a draw into 2 techs. Oh, Bancho. That's a really good top as well from Nelio. Doesn't need to use the skill. Can, I believe he did Doro draw himself, so he can get his own onomatopoeia. ZZy won't let him though. And swinging safely, seemingly without any delay from ZZy. Imagine if the face down card is the dead draw. Oh my god, that's another tech. Nelio. If that's another normal summon monster, I think you got this. Bancho activating its effect. Successfully resolving. Is this the end for ZZy? MST. Ah, that's unfortunate. No, nothing. I think the last phase that was a draw. Quite unfortunate. So just like that, Chicks with Dex gets to the match point, and we'll be forcing Garuda into an awkward position where they could either repeat. Don't mind me, I'm bugging. They cannot repeat. So it will be down to the next deck for ZZy, the one to possibly make the comeback with, or the one to lose with, and that way Chicks with Dex would get their first win, and with that, Garuda would be the last one in the standings. So let's see. Set 1, set 2. This is 22 cards Harpies, and unfortunately ZZy didn't open well at all, seemingly. Reveals Bancho. Will he have the Utopic for the draw perhaps? Yes, he will. Bancho, normal summon. Looking to add back to the field the Utopic that he did discard with Doro draw, but the Book of Moon will be disallowing him. Set 1, set 2. End phase, alright, so back to ZZy. ZZy has a few chances to plus thanks to the Harpies Hunting Ground, Oracle. Are we gonna see a Swallow's Nest in response to this Book of Moon? Say no more. There's a Swallow's Nest dodging the Book of Moon, and the next Harpy will subsequently attempt to destroy the last of spells or traps that Nelio has. Canaria, however, will be successfully turned face down, so that could be the end of ZZy's turn right here. Oracle, sadly adding nothing. MST for the remaining back row. If that back race... Oh, okay. Quite a lot of members today. I've seen Rex, I've seen Elthor play Shadow Imprison and Mirror. Possibly others, who knows? Wait, not Rex. Who was it that played it? It was Harpies. We've seen it in Harpies from Chicks. Oh my god, I can't remember. No, it was Clash, bro. Yeah, we've seen it from Clash. Nonetheless, Normal Summon Sister. And this is game. So, Nelio managing. Correct, yes. It is only main deck. We have no side deck here in this format. Both even. So the boys over at Chicks with Decks managing to get their first win on week 5 up against Garuda, which hasn't been doing well as of late, and will continue to not do so well. So congratulations to Chicks with Decks, and good job to everyone. Elthor sadly wasn't enough to get the 4 wins with Ritual Beasts. But also Rex bouncing back, Snake with a very good mid-war streak that really helped Nelio close the war successfully against ZZy. So yeah, 10-8, very close. And yeah, I think that should be it. I'll be looking to open up my browser, sorry for any lag. And should be raiding the main channel pretty soon. Or rather hosting, so thank you once again for watching, everyone. It was a pleasure to cast this really awesome game. And see you another time.